Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're exploring how your brain literally builds the reality you see. Okay, first up, what do you see in this picture? Take a quick look.
Did you see a young woman looking away? Or maybe an older woman in profile? What jumped out first?
Now, this isn't some trick. It perfectly shows the difference between sensing and perceiving.
See, sensation is just your body collecting raw data. Perception, that's your brain making sense of it.
So how sensitive are we, really? The limit is something called the absolute threshold.
And get this, the amounts are tiny. It shows just how incredibly sensitive our senses can be.
You could actually see a single candle flame from 30 miles away on a clear night.
Or even hear a clock ticking from 20 feet away in a totally quiet room. Pretty amazing, right?
So, how does that raw data get from the world to your brain? Let's use sight as our guide.
First, light enters your eye, hitting the retina. Special cells there turn it into electrical signals.
Those signals then shoot down the optic nerve, basically a super-fast cable to the brain's processing center.
And they land right here in the primary visual cortex, tucked away at the very back of your head.
But your brain isn't just looking at pixels. It's actively taking shortcuts to build a world that makes sense.
It uses these cool rules called Gestalt principles to group dots into objects or see lines as continuous.
So your brain is working in two directions, bottom up with raw data and top down using your own expectations.
What's the big takeaway here? Your perception is a construction, not just a photograph of the world.
And this whole reality show plays out in your consciousness, directed by the spotlight of your attention.
Check this out. In a classic study, someone asks for directions, gets blocked for a moment, and is replaced. And the crazy part? Half the people never even noticed they were talking to a different person.
This is a wild phenomenon called inattentional blindness. You literally don't see what you're not looking for.
This system can also be altered. A perfect example? Let's talk about what happens when you sleep.
You might think your brain just powers down, right? Nope. In REM sleep, it's almost as active as when you're awake.
So why sleep? Well, theories suggest it restores the body, keeps us safe, and helps lock in memories.
Which leaves us with a final mind-bending question. If your brain builds your reality, how much of it can you truly control?